Okay. Thank you. I never do this before. You can see over there. Okay, far? Yeah, a little bit. I think the biter change it here. No, I'm not ever.
Good evening, everyone. Guten Abend zusammen. We're going to do a presentation about Brazil, me and Aalen. We also would like to thank Rebecca and everyone that put this opportunity for us to talk about the culture. We're very proud to do it. And also we would like to thank João and Janaína. They were the people that prepared the presentation. Like we're going to hear, telling some jokes and all of that. And he's going to hear that we did the work, but they did the hard lifting, so moving on. Well, so who likes cooking? Yeah, no? Cooking is boring when people like ask questions during presentation. Very bad. So we're gonna try to figure out how many things you guys know about Brazil. And actually, who gets more answers right, Gustavo is gonna give a bottle of cachaça that he brought. So 4 questions. How big is our country? Which is our capital city? How many people are we? And which language do we speak? So actually Brazil is so big, it's almost 24 Germanys. You can fit 24 Germanys inside Brazil. That's how big our country is. A lot of people think, yeah, the countries in South America like this big, so no, Brazil is a big country. So the capital city is not, some people think it's Rio, some people think it's São Paulo. Actually it's not. It's a city that people don't talk about very much, it's called Brasília. And Brazilian, the city is divided like an airplane. So we have the left and the right wing, and people also call that when they are in Brazilian, they say I live in the left wing or I live in the right wing. This is where the parliament is, the president is here. And this is how many people we are. 200 million people, like almost China, right? So we put this slide here to, a lot of people think that Brazilians, they all look the same. Like they're tanned, like brown eyes, brown hair. That's not true. We have all kinds of people in Brazil. It's a mixture. Some people are pale, some people are more tan. This is our president. This is a guy that everyone should know. If you don't know this guy, you're not Brazilian. This is Pelé, the best football player of all time. And those are some other people. And Senna, of course, he's a racer. Formula 1. So very famous in Brazil too. Gisele Bündchen, like top model, very well known too. And of course, a lot of people think that we speak Spanish. That's not actually true. Sorry. So if you go to Brazil, try to say like gracias, buenas noches, hola que tal. It's not how we speak. We say boa noite, good night, or obrigado, that means thank you, or olá, that means hi, and tudo bem, how are you? And some typical meals. This is a meal that's called feijoada. And the times where we were a colony of Portugal, we had the slaves, so they didn't have anything really. So they put everything from the pork that was thrown out, they put everything together with beans, and that's what we call feijoada. Very, very typical for Brazilians to eat. Actually, we eat rice and beans every day. Almost every Brazilian do it. It's very typical. Barbecue, churrasco in Brazil is very, very common in South Brazil. People from there, they make the best barbecue in the whole world. But it's a little bit different. Usually we make the barbecue with beef, not with pork or something else. A lot of people, like from here, usually sausages or hamburgers or something like that. We don't do it. Like this kind of meat is kind of the meat that people like very much. Acarajé This is a Brazilian typical food that is gonna make every Indian jealous because it's very spicy. Very spicy. It just comes from northeast Brazil. Very good food also. And snacks, we have pão de queijo from Gustavo City. We have leite de moleque com cocada. That is something typical in a fest that's called Festa Junina. Alan's gonna talk about that later. And also, this is a dessert. Like mostly girls like it very much when they break up with their boyfriends. And they eat till they cry their heart out. Those are the drinks. Chimarrão is made with an herb that's called machi. It's very common in South Brazil. Like people drink that a lot. You can see all those guys with this cuia and bomba. This drinking it in the streets, and they like make a circle. They pass it through. Everyone drinks and they talk about everything that goes on, and everyone shares stuff. And caipirinha, of course. It's an alcoholic drink with cachaça, lime, and sugar. It's very good. Very common too. Guaraná is it's like a fruit. This is soda. This soda that I only found that in Brazil. Like in here in Germany, I miss it so much, but you guys don't have it. Sad country. Açaí. Sometimes açaí is also a fruit, but usually don't people eat that alone. Usually they mix with guaraná and make something that's kind of an ice cream, a smoothie or something like that. And they put them together and it tastes very good. So now Alan's gonna talk about
music. It's very nice to talk about music because music is the culture of the country. Please. Bossa Nova, it's an old kind of music. It was popular in Brazil, I think 50 or 60 years ago. My grandmother, they like Bossa Nova, but it's not the kind of music we young people like to listen in a party or discos. We like to listen sertanejo sometimes, and you know some sertanejos of Brazil, like eu te pego, that's one kind of sertanejo, very common, and che it's another one. But in Brazil we don't dance like that. We dance together with a girl, and that's very common for us. Also in forró. When you go to a party, you know a girl there in a party, you just invite the girl to dance. It's very common for us to make friends and to talk something to the girl also. Yeah. Samba. Samba is the most common music in Brazil. I think everyone listens samba at least one time in their life. But you don't know how to dance samba. You don't know, because I know that because sometimes when we are in a party, some of you comes to the Brazilian girls and ask, could you teach me how to dance samba? I'm not a Brazilian girl, but I try to teach you now an easy way how to dance samba in just 3 steps. So please, everybody stand up. Please, I'm very shy to be here and I want Just 3 steps. Please. 3 steps, very easy, and you can imagine. If a mosquito bites your arm, you keep very angry with the mosquito, you touch the mosquito goes to the floor. What do you do with the mosquito? You kill the mosquito. Then you squeeze the mosquito and throw the mosquito out. Come on, everybody. Kill the mosquito, squeeze the mosquito and throw the mosquito. Now the same with the other leg. Now do the same. Shake yourself. Come on. Now put the music. Just mix it, everything in. Come on, everybody. Okay. So in Brazil we are not just samba. We have another parties there, very common, like this one. Festa Junina in English means June's party. In June in Brazil it's very cold, like 10 degrees, 15 degrees. We have to make fire because it's very cold at that time. And we have people dances also, child, people they dance together. And we have special foods like the foods Stadt told us in the beginning. And that's really nice. The carnival, that's the carnival in Rio. And now we can see here in the street, it's a parade. It's a parade in Rio for almost 3,000 or 4,000 people with schools. And they present a samba with typical and they presented the samba with a kind of a theme. And we have also beautiful girls in Brazil. As you can see, the Brazilian girls there, all very beautiful, all the Brazilian girls. People say Brazilian girls are the most beautiful girls in the world. I agree. But the guys, we cannot say the same. If you look for guys, we have a share also in carnival. It's another kind of music. I will not teach for you because I don't know how to dance a share, but it's common in Salvador, north of Brazil. In the northeast of Brazil we have frevo. People there use special clothes and they use a little umbrella also. It's very common for them. I don't know how to dance. What can you enjoy in Brazil? You can enjoy. Beautiful places to visit in Brazil. We have a canyon in the south of Brazil. Serra do Rio Castro also in the south of Brazil. Iguaçu Falls, on that place, it's the border of Brazil, Argentina and Paraguay, and it's very beautiful. Bonito in English means beautiful, and the place is really beautiful, with beautiful to dive, like that, and go into the caves to know, and meeting the waters, it's in the Amazon forest. That's two rivers, Rio Negro and Solimões, and in the part of the rivers they don't mix. They are together and it's beautiful, as you can see. Lençóis Maranhenses, it's in the northeast of Brazil, and it's mountains of sand. In the middle of the sand you can see lakes, oases. It's very hot there and good to swim. Fernando de Noronha, it's an island in the northeast of Brazil, 2 hours from the border of northeast. People go in the honeymoon there because it's very beautiful. The most beautiful beaches in Brazil are there, on that place. Good to surf. Rio, the Christ in Rio, and Copacabana Beach, the most famous beach in Brazil. In the new year, the party there, it's for 2 million people, and a concert happens that in the new year. I think 2 years ago David Guetta went there and played for 2 million people, so it's a good party. We have historical cities in Brazil like Pelourinho, it's a historical city, and Mariana, it's a historical city also. Landscapes, we have 4 especially landscapes in Brazil: Caatinga, Pantanal, that's in the center of Brazil, and Cerrado, and the Amazon rainforest. That's the biggest rainforest in the world. So that's it. We Brazilians, all the Brazilians,